naman. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing today? We are back. We're going to be doing some more, I guess, concept building, world building, making laws, that sort of number to keep the story in check. You have to have rules for every story that you build. Because if you can just explain away everything, then there is no structure. So you got to have a structure in every story. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Maybe we'll work on some characters as well. Maybe light some new rooms. Just really does depend on how much time I have. So I'm going to stream until I have to go. Uh, just don't know how long that's going to be. I'm getting everything set up because I am waiting for a text message from the wife. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Boop. I think I might actually start out by doing Photoshop and Lightroom and try and do some clips for shorts. Let me just bring this over real quick. So yeah, I have a screen and let me see what I have. See if I have any. I do. Okay. All right, so we do have some images. So let's go ahead and open up Photoshop, get those done, and then put them over into Lightroom, get those done. I'll go ahead and boot up both of them. And then we'll do some clips for some shorts so I can just clip it. And then I'll get the screen changed over when I can. Just gotta make sure that it's safe. Got a bunch of programs up and running. I see it. Yeah, they're still slow. They're still loading. Okay. That's ready, and that is ready. Cool, 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 cool. All right, so let's go ahead and switch screens. Boom and boom. All right, we are in. I don't know which ones I actually fixed. This one is definitely fixed. Come on, dude. My shit is so slow, bro. Yep, that one's good. I know I redid one. Okay, it must have been three. I redid. Oh shit! Why is that one so much tinier? Come on, man. Let's go. I hit Z. I hit Z. Thank you. Fuck. All right, so this one isn't the same pixel size. That's 191 by 340. The other one's 607 by 1080. So this size is completely wrong. All right, I'm not gonna redo it again. It's just lost. It's just gone. Bye. Done. Not gonna do them again. We do have some other images like right here. This one doesn't look too bad. I do see some fireflies up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and wisp them away. Well, more like shade them away more than anything. Those look pretty good. I like this. This image looks pretty nice. Go ahead and save that one. Let's get bot number 2. Again, the same little culprits and spots, it seems like. But it's not that many, so it's not going to be that noticeable. That's pretty good. Oh, there's one down here. Oh, oh, how did I forget that? There is a... Okay, no problem. Edit. No, new layer. Select that. Edit. Fill. Background color. There we go. That'll work. Now, file. Oh, this probably ain't going to be safe either. Give me a second. File. Save a copy. Yeah, I didn't think it was. God, I'm smart. See, that was bot number 2. All right. Come on. You can do it. Jesus. Gotta fight sometimes for this shit. Let's see. Any more? Is there any more? There is some for the spider. For some reason, I don't know why, but this image is coming out like that. And I have no idea the fuck why. I already tried to re-render it a second time, so again, not gonna fuck around with it. Just like screw it. Don't give a fuck. Tired of fighting with this shit. I got way too much other shit I have to be doing. Why is that white? Just go ahead and darken that out. Take this and kind of get some of that stuff out. So those eyeballs, God, this thing looks so creepy, dude. Looks so fucking creepy. What's wrong with her hair? Her hair seems to be clipping too. Hold on. There we go. Take a J and kind of smooth out the color now. Like that. There we go. That looks better. Save. Just the spider, and that looks pretty good. That's where the white came from right there. I don't got to do anything with this. Oh, there's a little bit of background right there, isn't there? I see it now. Let's go ahead and add a layer and do the same thing. We're going to fill it and make it black. There we go. God damn it, man. Do it again, I guess. Save a copy. All right, this one is now done and saved as well. And let's get Spider 4. That looks really nice. Do need to fix her hair again. I need to put a background as well. Dude, man, come on. Then do J to fluff it out. There we go. That'll work. And then we need a background. I wonder why the background didn't work. Been having technical difficulties lately, haven't I? It's all good. Adapt and overcome, I suppose. And go ahead and save. Yes, of course. Okay. And then exit out. Get out of that. We are done with Photoshop. Now we are over in Lightroom, as you can see. How do I want to do this? Let me look in batch, see what I got going on. Let me look in batch to see what I got going on. Jesus. My computer's going like hella slow. Yeah. Okay, so I can get rid of all that. Cool. Let's start with the first 3. And I'm going to start making all my images like this one right here. Because they do fit. They fit very, very, very well. All right. These images are going to come out fantastic, I think. Let's start with an auto. It's going to make it really bright. We don't want it to be really bright. We also need to down those highlights. I don't mind the highlights at all, actually. Let's up the highlights and down the shadow. Do the complete opposite of what they were wanting. As for color, we do have a little bit of green and we also have some blue. What if we add a little bit of blue and also a little bit of green as well? I think that'll make it... It's not that much, but it's a little something. I don't think I want to mess with anything here, but we could if we wanted to, like, make it like a green. Come on, dude, get off my shit. And then the shadows could be like a purple. Something around there. I'm not even going to change anything else. I'm not going to mess with that at all. Let's give it a clarity of, let's say, like 20. Control C, and we'll see the difference when we apply it to here. Now, that is a little bright. This one is brighter. So let's down the highlights on this one. and also here as well. Oh, that don't do shit hardly. That makes it tolerable though. That'll work. And then here, Control V. Looks pretty nice. All right, now we'll take 1, 2, 3, and I'll export them out to the batch. Cool. Now let's work on, I think since I only have 5 images of the other one, I was trying to keep it to one scene, right? Like, oh, today we worked on magic, and these are the images that we done. You know, that sort of number, right? That's kind of what I was going for. And I might still do that. Let's add these two. I think this one's going to be a highlight of purple. No, highlight of blue and a shadow of purple. Boop. Whoa, that's really bright. I might add a little bit though. 2.2, 0.4. Yeah, let's add the 0.4. Do that. Highlight can be blue. Shadows can be purple. Add a little bit of highlight, down a little bit of purple. Nope, not down. Very little. Go something like that. Clarity will be 20. I think we'll rock with that. Changes it a little bit, but not much. Now, this one's too bright, in my opinion, so we'll bring down the exposure. Yeah, there we go. We will export that out. Boop. And then we will add 3 more. These are the last 3. So then we can actually get to concept building in Campfire. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's add blue. Shadows is going to be blue. Right around there, I think. Then highlight will be a pink almost. That is really dark. It is dark, ain't it? Control C. Come on. Control V. Oh, yeah, that changed it a lot. Control V. Yeah, we'll do that. Export out. All right, cool. So we are officially done with that as well now. I'll go ahead and bring this up. Close out of that. Or not. That works. Do, 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 do. I'm sorry, I didn't even have the music going. My bad. My fault, my fault, my fault. All right, get my notepad out. Just really need to know the start time more or less. I guess we'll do it at 25. 25. Minute 25. And then I'll do like a little short thing. and then from there do the concepts. I'm working Daz 3D a little bit too, I think. Got about 20 seconds. It's just easier to keep up with it this way. We'll be making some hamburgers tonight. Chili burgers, I mean. Sacred Sage here, back with some more images that we made and created in Daz Studios. In this one, it is a alchemist making different potions. Got a greenish yellow light on this side, purple light on this side, and I think it came out fabulous. If this is something that you find very intriguing, consider following. Here is another one up close. I like this one better. I like that green lighting. The green lighting is amazing. And then her sitting down. Potions are still nearby. I think they came out just lovely. Anyways, take care. See you next time. All right, so about 45 seconds. About 45 seconds. Cool. So we'll go ahead and close out of that one now. And I'll do this one. I'm going to get 3 shorts out of this. That's going to be awesome. And I'll wait for minute 27 on this one. Minute 27. Doobie-doobie-doo. Yeah, I'm going to make some chili cheese dogs. And I'm going to make some chili cheeseburgers. And probably potatoes and corn. That's what I'm going to be smoking today. That is what I'm going to be eating and cooking and just I have a good time cooking. I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but man, it's so satisfying smoking your food. It just really is. I got about 15 seconds and I'm going to start. Sacred Sage here, back with another short. This is a render that we did in Daz Studios. Someone just like, oh, let's make like a lab person. So as you can tell, there's a lot of plants, a lot of botanist type of stuff, and we have our blue hair girl just chilling here. So if this is stuff that you are interested or, consider, diving into, consider following the channel. This is the other image that we created. Looks really, really, really nice. Love the reflective lights in this thing as well. Anyways, I will catch you guys again next time. Okay, that one is about 38 seconds. About 38 seconds. And now we'll get the spider one going. Sacred Sage here, back with another short on what we did. Today, it was a creepy little spider scene. So here is our little spider, which is actually completely creepy and scary. Not gonna lie, I do not do spiders well at all. Anyways, if 3D is something that you enjoy, consider giving me a follow and see what we do on the live stream. This one right here is just a spider by itself, and the last one is her casting some lightning. Probably should have did a little bit more on the facial expression on this one, but overall, I think the coloring and the lighting and all the renders came out fabulous. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, that was 38 seconds as well. So minute 28, about 38 seconds. Okay, so we are done with those damn shorts now. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Actually, let me close out of this. Do that. Let me readjust myself here. Hey, what's going on, buddy? What you up to? Not too much, buddy. I am going to be doing some world building, rule setting, that kind of stuff inside this concept that we're doing. I'm going to be taking suggestions and stuff because it's gonna be interesting. I just got done making some shorts basically, so I kind of like did pre-shorts and I can just clip it from the stream. It's a lot easier that way. Uh, Freaking Rumble's making it awesome, just so awesome. I do need to eventually. I need. Why is that thing off? Do you notice that? Hold on. What the fuck? Why is that? I'm gonna kill some kids. My thing is off. Why? I didn't think it was off that much. Is it this? Yeah, it's this overlay right here. So where is it this one? Yes. Okay. Um Unlock. I gotta fix this, dude. Oh. Why can't I go up? Let me go ahead and click on this. Shoot. Okay, edit transform. I think it needs to. Give me a second here. This is tough. Okay, it's moving up and down at the same time. Ever so slowly. Does it just reset? No, it does not. Let's try and do 27. Give me a second here. I don't know why this broke. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh my god. It's taking it the other way. So that's not the one I need. 25. Just close it. God damn it. I need that right there. I can't adjust the top. That's the problem right now. Or I just adjust it with my dumb thing, but it's just not allowing me for some reason. Transform, edit, transform. Let's. Why is the position that way now? Oh, it's all jacked up now. Interesting. Don't want that. Don't want that. None of these work. Okay. Executive decision. I guess it's staying. Because I can't scroll up or anything. Why is that thing being fuckery? Oh, I just found something. Okay, cool. This will help. Okay. How's that looking? A little bit more on the top? Right there. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. Not sure why that worked. Or why that happened. Okay. The more you know. Okay, so we're back. Sorry about that. Oh man, I had a great time yesterday, man. I got sauced up. I was about ready to lay down. I was eating my damn food. Work calls me and I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. So I had to drive all the way to work just to get on a sweeper to spend 25 seconds to sweep up glass in the middle of the road. Okay, sounds good to me. All right, so what we're gonna do for world building? We're probably gonna need people for the ale house. and stuff like that too. We can build on that. We can design some characters, or we can do some laws, I guess you can say. So, what can we say about the laws of magic? What do we want to call it? Yeah. I got paid for 2.5 hours though, and it's all overtime. So, um, what do we want to call magic? I don't want to call magic, right? Let's get out Grok. So Grok can think for me because my thinking capabilities seems to be well non-existent. What is something I can refer to magic as besides calling it magic in my story? All right, let's see what kind of ideas that it comes up with, because generally it has at least some decent ones. They call it sorcery, wizardry. I don't like that. I don't like enchantment or witchcraft. The art, arcana. Okay, arcana sounds pretty good. Let's see. New magic system is going to be, let's see, we got essence, anima. What do y'all guys think? Do you like arcana? Let me show you what I'm looking at too. We got arcana. We got the art. I don't really like that one. So mysticism isn't too bad, but it's like I feel like mysticism is not the same. But I'm thinking arcana or aether or essence, anima. Those are some of the ones that I'm thinking about. So let's say it's like cast some arcana. No. Cast some essence. No. Use the essence. Use the force. Magic could be called essence, and it's all around us. We are. You like acumen? Where's that at? It almost looks like Akumen, which Akumen is was in KCD, and the cumin were really bad, but it's just a singular one. It's just Akumen. The gift, power, contraptions, miracles, alchemy. We're gonna have alchemy, maybe. I don't know. But I'm not gonna call it alchemy. Alchemy is a type of magic, right? So, hmm. Choices, decisions. Akumen. I don't know. I'm not feeling that one. Um I don't really like any of these really. I mean, I could deal with anima or essence or aether. But I don't want to say aether because a lot of other stories like Final Fantasy 14 always talks about aether and how it's all around us and that is the source of all the magic. So I don't want to do that um, per se. Just like essence. I think I'll just go with something basic. New magic system, it's going to be essence. Okay, so how do we want our magic to work? With any time you cast magic, there has to be a trade-off, right? So how are we going to do a trade-off? I thought of some ideas, but it's not going to be practical. Like, you take from your spirit or your soul, or you can take a physical form. So like you lose a finger or something like that. I don't really want to do that, but there can't be something to just, it's like, oh, magic, I solve all problems. So there has to be a trade-off. I mean, it could sap your energy. I mean, that's pretty fucking basic. It could just be that. I'll be making by the way, I'll be making chili cheeseburgers on the smoker today. I got the chili. I got a cast iron skillet. I'm going to be smoking that, and I'm going to be making burgers from scratch. Well, we're doing a story, right? It could be mana, but mana is just energy, right? So, uh, but there has to be a trade off, right? Yeah, either one of those could work. And then if you use it too much, you literally just pass out. But what determines how much you can use? That's going to be on me as a writer, right? Because it's not like there's actual mechanics. Not in this. My other game will be. um, yeah, I guess we'll do that. Okay. So overview how magic works. Um, or how essence works is I should say how essence works. Yeah, we'll just do mana and stamina basically. There is a trade-off to using magic slash essence. No, that's not how I want to do this. Um, Essence is the source of all magical things around the world. Some areas, oh, that could be a thing too. Here we go. This is a great point. Some areas contain more essence than others, depending on the zone or area and how much essence is there. Also determines the quality and stress of casting a spell. For a character can literally cast too much magic and pass out, all based on their mana slash stamina. How's that sound? I think that sounds pretty good to me. Do appreciate you, 2 ton. What's up with that damn Bitcoin, man? Bitcoin fucking plummeted the other day. See if I can't. I'm looking it up real quick. I can't really say much because my stock ain't doing too fucking hot either. Yeah, dude, I'm down 20% if that helps. So I'm not doing too fucking hot either. I don't see my stock actually popping up either. Not till there's a big announcement. Once it pops up and I can gain just a little bit of money, just a tiny little bit, I'm cashing the fuck out. I'm gonna try and start putting all my money into the S&P 500. I just don't know how. I got to look it all up. Because I was doing the SPX, but that's options, that's calls and puts, and I feel like that's just gambling. You're not really getting anything out of it. So I'm like, I actually want to invest in the S&P. So I need to Google that and figure out how to do that because year-to-year basis, they normally go up by like 10%. Yeah, all of it did. Bitcoin right now is up to 71 though. When I last looked at it, that shit was at like 65. No, dude, you buy the dips and hold. No. What I'm saying is, even when Rumble pops, I'm still in the negatives. I am bringing down my average, right? So when I first started buying Rumble stock, it was at like fucking $10 and stuff, right? And I was just putting $20 in, buying it every time, right? And um, over time, it came all the way back down to, it averaged out around $7, and I bought a lot at $7, but now it's all the way down to like $5, right? But it'll pop up to 6.5, 7 sometimes, but it doesn't. I'm never I'm hardly ever in the green, and if I am in the green, it's like maybe $1 or two, right? But I am bringing down my average. So my average used to be at like fucking $9 and $10. My average price of share. My average price of share now is down to 7.26. So the problem is now is I've been buying so much stock in it that I can throw $40 at it when it's at a, like right now it's at like 5.76. I can throw $40 at it and it'll bring down it, like here I'll give you an example. Right now I got 141 stocks. The average price that I had was $7.40. I put 60 fucking dollars to it when it was at like $5 and I want to say like 60 or 70 cents. It only knocked it down to 7.26 for my average. So I still got a long way to bring down my average for that. Eventually it's going to pop. I think once the deal closes with North or whatever, that shit's going to go whoo. That's what I think. Oh, I didn't even see this. Cost limitations. I should have put that here. So, essence of source of magical things. So, limitations. Some areas contain more essence than others, depending on the zone and quality of the spell. So, let's take this and put it in right here. Description. And we'll call this essence amount. Essence. Try to think of a different word for amount. I bought the dip on Thursday. 2,000 worth? Damn, dude. Up 10% since my buy-in. Damn. But you probably save it, right? You wait until there is a dip and then you just, so like every paycheck you set aside $100 and then over time when you see a dip, then you just buy it, more or less. Essence, quality, and amounts. All right, we'll do that. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this. We'll put this on the cost. Mana, stamina. You know what we can do? Instead of calling it mana, we're going to call it anima. 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 Okay. That's the source of all magical thing. Okay. So there's that. Or even death if pushed too far. Free assets. I'm waiting on a 20% return to sell to make sure my taxes are covered while still making a profit. Then I'll just blow all my profits on Daz for free assets. Oh, free assets. I see what you're saying. Let me bring up Daz. Again, didn't buy anything from Daz. There was like one item I was thinking about, but I don't want to spend $10 or $11.50 for an out of touch hair, even though out of touch has a sale going on because I already have most of the hairs. There's only one hair. So I'm like, oh, fuck it. No, nothing. And I'm not going to sit there and search, right? I'm not going to sit there and search to spend money either. Let's open up Daz real quick. So here is good old Daz Studios. I need to fix that too. Why is my shit fucked up, dude? Needs to be just like that. There we go. All right. So here's Daz Studio. Cinder Blue dropped a new character and also a new outfit. I really dig the character. Like, I'm half tempted to actually put it on the wish list because I think it looks like a pretty good character. I just already have some of her Cinder Blue, uh, characters, and they do all her light, as you can tell, is very low, right? Very dark, very low. Doesn't do so hot in high lighting, and that's the reason why. But this character does look pretty nifty. I find that the shape is very unique, so that's the whole reason why. And I might go ahead and put it. I'll go ahead and put it on the wish list. I might not get it though. As for everything else, nothing really dropped. This is Chris. Chris's new item dropped today. This is the one that he sent over to me to play around with that I couldn't use yet. This is the one, which looks freaking fabulous and awesome. So be sure to check out Chris over here if you need some new clothing. I do love Chris's stuff. But yeah, that's Chris's new outfit. Is there another smoking? Spectral flames. No, this is on my wish list. Oh, so wow, there wasn't that much. Oh, this is my wish list. Well, of course it's there. Looking now. Yes, beyond that, I'm not seeing anything I really need. More women shapes that I don't really care about. I got so many models, it don't matter. X Fashion did do a metal heat bikini, but I got so many bikinis, I don't need it. What is this? Shivering Canyon. Nothing but, I guess, a little ice spot. Not my cup of tea, so. Yep, so that's that. That's all that was on Daz today. Okay, so we're going to call it Anima for the cost. That'll work, that'll work, that'll work. What else are we going to do? Yeah, dude, I got a full cast iron skillet today. I've been looking for one, and the wife was talking about, oh, well, there's these ones. I get like 3 pans for $12. I'm like, those aren't cast iron skillets. Those are probably cast iron coated. So as soon as you scratch it, it's no longer good. I got me a cast iron skillet. That bitch is heavy. Cost me like $15, so looks pretty good. All right, so limitations is going to be about the quality and the amount in the area. A character can literally cast too much magic and pass out, all based on their anima, or even death if pushed too far. Essence is a source of all magical things around them. Some areas are high density, others are nearly non-existence. With essence, they can cast. Oh. Each character has a certain amount of anima based on how much essence is around determines how much anima gets used when casting spells. Don't see anything worth getting today. I feel you, dude. That's always a good day. That just means you save money. All right, so I think this is pretty good. I could go into the history of it, of Magic, if I wanted to. And there's other stuff we can do too. We can add panels and do stats, images, links, and all that stuff. Don't really need to. It has a good base already here. I don't even think I need to go into the history. I don't know. What do you think? Should we go into the history of Essence? Like, I mean, I could, but need all the backstory as possible. Let's see. Essence and anim. Each person is different. Some has more anima than others. Essence and anima has been around since the dawn of time. And let's come up with a name for our world. Give me some ideas to name my world. It is a fantasy novel. Fantasy / medieval. Let's see what Grok comes up with. I need something that can stay. Eldor, old, ancient. Aetherford, no. Westmere, no. Oh, Aetheria. I like that one. World name. Yila? You want Yila? Okay, we'll go with Yila. Essence and Anima has been around since the dawn of time in the world of Yila. I'll put in quotes too. World name. There we go. However, humans didn't know how to harness it. Over time, they adapted and understood how to concentrate it into spells. Just saying shit, bro. Hey, it works. I mean, there's other stuff too. Like, there's plenty of names. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. I would have went with maybe Etheria. That's all right. All these other ones I don't like. Yeah. So we go with Yila, and I think we're about done with this. There are still some mysteries around Essence and Anima that are not explained. However, knowledge is always growing. Okay, magic is done. I am going to make a location, and I'm going to call it Yella. Just so that we have an understanding. Yella is the name of the world. Look at that, Two-Tone. Putting your footprint on the story. Do, 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 do. Okay. So we now have the concept around magic. Now, I don't think we got to get into the species, but there does need to be some sort of philosophy, some sort of religion, some sort of system, right? So our system, we have 5 consoles, right? Or boards, I guess you can say. Which keeps the king in check. Trademark. Let's see. I'm trying to think from a political stance of how the console can keep the king in check. And I think I got one idea. What is systems? Yeah, let's make a system. Oh, I can't. I'd have to buy more. I guess that's one that I did not actually, or delete a system from your library. Okay. I'd have to go into a different. Well, let's go back. Where do I have a system at? I feel like I can go ahead and delete anything in Solara apart from the timeline if there's a system in this. There is no system in this. Okay. Is there a system in this one? Whoa, I like the looks of this one. I need to change it. There is a system. What? Oh, so this is basically useless. All right, I'll delete that. Let's go back to home. New project. Which for the name of the project, I'm kind of thinking about naming it something to do with legend, right? Like becoming a legend or uh legend and sacrifice, or I think becoming a legend sounds okay, but it sounds way too much like to be a king to me. It seems like that same type of flow, so that's the only reason why I haven't named it that yet. um Maybe call it legends and sacrifices. That's all I can think of right now, unless y'all got a better one or a better name for it. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so this is useless. I don't need that. Where is my... What can I put it under? Don't need it under characters. Don't need the manuscript. Maps, research, timeline, calendar, arcs, relationships, encyclopedias, cultures. Defines the culture of your world. Yeah, but culture isn't politics. I could put it in there, but still. Same thing with religion and philosophies. Shit. Okay. I guess we can rock it under philosophies. The meaning of no, I don't need it here. I gotta find a spot to put the structure of the world, dude. That makes sense to me. I'm thinking about putting it in just encyclopedia or cultures. Let's see what cultures is. Oh, what? What? Of course, I'm using the free version. I don't really use it that much, dude. Shit. Well, check this shit out. Wow, that's crazy. I think it can go under culture. No, because it's talking about food and shit. We'll need a culture though. I'll call it I can't remember the fucking name of it. Ash Ashborn culture is what I'm gonna call it. Uh, Ashborn culture. We could also just give it a unique name too, right? Instead of just calling it culture, we could call it I guess how would we define it? Like right now we'd be like, oh, it is UK culture or the culture of United States or so they still do that. I'll just say Ashbourne culture. Um and that can stay right here. I'll come back to this. I guess I'll put it in encyclopedia. And this will be called governor structure. Government structure. And that'll work. Add blocks to get started. Can I get rid of this? What's header one? Okay. I'll call it again. Government structure. Okay. Add block. Text. Okay. At the end of the day, the king is just that. A king. However, to keep some sort of balance with people of Ashbourne, there are 5. God, I can't spell. Council members, each with a branch. They control within the city. They are law, war, finance, construction. What's the last one? Law, war. Oh, yeah. And diplomacy. Okay, so that's a good start, right? Now, what can we say? The only way the king's decision can be thrown out or overturned is by all five. No. Yeah. Is by all five members of the council to disagree with the king and these and must be made public and must be announced publicly. However, so that the council members are not abusing this power. Once a decision is determined, thrown out or denied, the five members must then vote to remove one of their own. Should it be one of their own or the one that brings it up? That is a good question. Yeah, because I mean, let's say that three of them are fucking friends, right? Well, then they'll just keep voting out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll keep voting one out. So that can't be fair either. Oh, we're in charge of the king, and they just keep voting out the fucking new members. Or they all have to be removed. Or only one gets to stay. Ooh, that'd be tough. We could make it to where three members have to be removed. No. No. I think this is a good idea because the newest member also knows that if they all unanimously agree that they're probably going to be the one being removed. So then they don't do it and the king gets his way. Yeah, we'll go with this. That'll work. Okay. So I think we got that all set up. See, we done did Alara, we done did Vespear. We still got King Ravenshield. I have no idea how to make this guy. We don't even have a bad guy yet. Oh, shit. Sacrifices and legends. I like that idea. All right, sorry, I just blanked out there. I need some ideas for a king. Because I really don't have one. Oh, Scholar King who values lore as much as the sword. Yes, I like that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that. He is a king that values more than just war. In this time and age, kings fall often and are replaced constantly due to how they rule. King Ravenshield is the longest ruling king in the lands. Due to his commitment to his people. He also is a firm believer in the scholar ways. Study the book first, strike with the sword later, or when necessary. I like that concept. All right. So that is his logics. I don't know how old we're going to make him. We do need to make him probably at least fairly old. Or the king is the baddie. No. I got a couple of good ideas for this king. But he is going to be at war with another king, right? So the concept is you got our shield lady for the knights, and then you also got our mage, which is over there for diplomacy, and they're both trying to work to keep a war from breaking out with another nation, and that other nation just wants war, right? So our character, or the mage, will be going over there constantly trying to stop an invasion onto our lands on the Ashenborn side, and then eventually when it does break out, we got fucking Templar lady going with the sword, popping that bitch in the head, and then you know, but there has to be some, you know, yeah, you get where I'm coming at. So the other king is going to be the bad king. I got completely animated over that sword for some reason. I don't know why. Should we try and put together the king? And do we even have a king's outfit? I might have to go to Daz and see if I... Let's go here and look up smart content. Come on, computer, you can do it. Let's just type in king. I typed in king and I get like X Fashion Breaking Threads outfit. Are you high? I don't see any type of royalty stuff. Let's see, royal. I mean, there's a mage outfit, but I don't think he wants to be wearing that dress. Let's go into wardrobe. I might have to try and find an outfit that I can find cheap one day when it goes on sale for this. I don't have a lot of guy stuff. I do have this, but I feel like a king would probably not be wearing this, right? That doesn't look like what a king would wear. Maybe an advisor or something like that, sure, but not a king. A king's got to look snazzy, man. So I'll look up king outfit. Let's see what I get. Oh, I do have that one, but I don't know if that's going to look good either. I don't think that's going to be good. Let's make it for Genesis 9 and cut down a lot of the stuff. Are you kidding me? Mad King for Genesis 9 bundle, and it is freaking $52. Oh, you probably get a character with that, though. I see one possible outfit, two possible outfits. And if I do this one, then do you have a crown or scepter? This thing is laggy as fuck. Just the outfit is laggy. That should not be a thing. I will never use this outfit just because of this. I wonder if it's because it has like the update. I bet you that's why. I bet you this probably comes on update. Maybe not. Where would it be at anyways? Huh. I'll look to see if I have a scepter or a crown. I do have this type of crown, but it looks like to be for a female. And I do have a crown for a woman right here with this hairdo. But no. So let me look up a couple ideas here. I don't think I'm going to be... Oh, maybe? Hold on. Hold on. What? No. I do have an outfit here, but it doesn't have a crown. It's from the Mad King bundle, but there's, like I said, there's no fucking crown. And I don't know where this guy has a crown on though, but that's not the same outfit. Also saw this, thought this was pretty interesting. That could be, I could get this, but then he looks almost like a warrior, not really a king, right? So that's the problem in this aspect. Beyond that, there's nothing. I don't even know why this is here. I could go with that other outfit and then have a crown of some sort. Apparently that's supposed to be a crown. Get out of here. What? Face free long style hair braid. Is that freaking out of touch? Oh, it is out of touch. Must be. What? Interesting. I didn't even know I had this, dude. There's a pretty cool little crown, but can't use that one. Someone will get mad about that one. Just a straight up crown, but that's the Genesis 8. Yep, this sucks. It looks like I might have to be either rolling with this one. I might roll with this, dude. I can't believe I don't have a crown. Give me 1 second. I want to check something on my Daz thing real quick. Hey, Cinto State, how you doing, buddy? Opalo, friend and a half. Guess I'll be getting me an outfit today after all. Oh, Cinto State is back. Oh, Cinto State is back. Crown. Let's type in crown. Ready to install. See what I got. I got nothing. Interesting. King. I do got King's Magister stuff, but it's Genesis 8. That's the problem. Fuck. Yeah, that's all I got. Okay, no problem. This is going to be it then. Go ahead and add this. Save $2.54 when you're a Daz Plus member. Oh, God. Why do you keep trying to get me to do that? I will get Daz Plus when I get Daz Premier. Let me go ahead and close that out, I think. Do I want to use my one coin and not get anything back? I got 2 weeks to get a coin. By then I'll be paid again. So I will save that coin. Let me go into the wish list. See if I want to snag anything else. I think I got a couple items that's 50% off. I just didn't want to buy them. Oh, yeah, the Knight's Castle. I guess I could get that. But, I mean, that's still $15 at 60% off. That's crazy. If I add it, it's still... Yeah, it's just way too expensive, man. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get that until that shit's at least like 80% off. Yeah, it can suck me. You might be able to fit a Genesis 8 crown on a Genesis 9. Fair. Oh, hold up. Hold up. I put the wrong fucking item in that bitch. Yep, we're not getting that. Never mind. Nope. King can wait. I almost bought the textures, not the fucking actual item. The actual item is fucking $27. It can blow me. I added it to the wish list. Maybe if we type in royalty. Royalty. And then do... Oh, God, there's only one? Yeah, that's jewelry. No thanks. Damn. I can't believe that's all they got for our king. Gotta be fucking kidding me. For Genesis 9, that is, I mean. Royal Fantasy. Yeah, I'll just wait. You know what I'm saying? I'll just wait. Dude, I've done that. Bought the textures thinking I bought the asset. Yeah. I've done it once or twice. I will get that that outfit that I mentioned. I'm just not going to pay $27 for it, so we'll wait. But at least we got the outfit ready for the most part, right? All right. So let's go back over here. Oh, shit. I forgot to switch it out. Hold on. Study the book first. Strike with the sword later or when necessary. Should we go ahead and make him? We want to make him a little older too, don't we? He has to be wise. So naturally, he has to have gray hair. Figure. What kind of figure can we fucking do? Can't use this guy. Absolutely not. Should we use Cliff? Cliff looks like a good fat guy. He could be a king. Or we could use Caesar. And he looks a little older. If we had gray hair to Caesar, that might work. Why is there staff? Get out of here. It was sub-zero last night? Where the fuck you live? Goddamn Antarctica? Do. Oh, my eyes. Got to start drinking some beer soon. I got to go to bed early tonight, so I need to make sure I drink. All right. So we now have our dude here. Unfortunately, he's not going to have any clothes. He don't even have any different eyes or anything, does it? Because it's a Daz character. Of course not. That's all I got. Fucking sad, dude. Fucking Daz characters. Dude, we could totally give him the fucking mohawk, bro. Do I have aging morphs? I think I do. Or I uninstalled it. Maybe not. Let me try again. I know I have one. Yep, it gets cold here sometimes. Why would anyone want the textures but not the model? What do you mean? Oh, here is age-facing details for Genesis 9. Okay, there, that's done. Aging. That's clothing, though. Aging. There it is. I should have Morse for this, though. It's called AFD. Is it not updating or something? It would be in shaping. It has to be in shaping. Why would you sell the textures? Only because one person might do an outfit and someone else might like that outfit, so it makes different textures for it. InStyle does nothing but textures. I don't even know where it'd be at. See, it's not aging. It's not age. Who makes it? Why do you got to make this shit so fucking difficult? I don't want their whole fucking thing like this, right? Where the fuck are the sliders at? Nothing. He just poses, so that can't be it. Well, that was a fucking waste. I don't even see anything. Looks exactly the fucking same. There, I just took it off. You can't even fucking tell. Oh, sure. Why the fuck not? They went the character. Does Cliff? No, just that. Okay. Damn it. Could go with Ivar as well. I got a lot of characters. I didn't realize I had this many guy characters. It's old Nicholas. He's kind of chubby. Do we want the king to be chubby? Doobie dooby doo. $15 for an aging morph from Zev? Ugh. Yeah, Fat Kings are quite often. All right, let's go with Nicholas. I don't want to spend $15, dude. I put the aging morphs on the character. Old Saint Nicholas over here. Auto life? Okay. All right, so here is our Fat King, which kind of looks old already, which is nice. Let's do hair. Do we want to give him like freaking mohawk kind of hair? I'm a premium member. It's only 10 for me. Forgot you weren't a member. Yeah, I'm not a member at all. I have no problems with that either. That's fine. I live with myself. Let me go get a beer. Tell me if y'all are wanting the mohawk. I'm not seeing a lot of guy hair, so we might have to pull off the mohawk. I'm kind of trying to find a beard too, but oh, I do have the Ivan beard, so we could go with this beard if we wanted to. We don't have to go with that beard. But I'm kind of like feeling this beard feels pretty good, and then we'll fucking make it gray. Oh yeah, I also got no, that's the hair. Never mind. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this one. All right, all right, all right, all right. I am back. Yeah, that's another problem. If you're a Premier member, the shit's so cheap it forces you to buy more money. They ain't stupid. They know what they're doing, don't they? Just bald with a beard? You think bald with a beard? Oh, we could test them all out. All right. So here is the first setup, which is Mohawk versus Mohawk and that beard. We can also just get rid of the Mohawk, so he's like that. Wouldn't it be cool if you had an art team to make whatever beards and hairs you want? I actually used to make some hairs. It was pretty tough to do a fucking beard, though. Just because of you're trying to rig the system up. exact placeholders and shit. The only reason I'm a member is just so I can get render queue. Fucking sucks. Fair. Here is the other beard. So, what are y'all thinking? Just this beard right here. Seen Squishy do it. It does take a while. Yeah. Well, it also depends on how he does it. I'd made my beard and stuff. Everything was in Daz Studios. You want to go with just this beard, or do you want the other beard? All right. Looks normal at least. Okay. So the Ivan beard. Now, we might be able to make it longer too. Or not. Oh well. So that's going to be the beard size. So make it white, of course. Oh, hold on. I might still be able to make... Well, we're going to make it white regardless. So let's go ahead and do that. We can either go with white or gray. Which one? White or gray? This is gray. This is white. There is a slight difference. Primary length. Secondary length. It's already almost capped. I'm thinking gray as well. So we'll do that. We'll roll with gray. He already looks kind of old, so that's awesome in that sense. Do I have any body morphs to make him fatter? Probably not, but I think he's fat enough. He's pretty fucking chunky. All right. I think that's all we're going to do with this guy. Keep him with the blue eyes as well. File, save as, scene, and we're going to... Fuck, what's his name? Something Ravenshield? Don't even have a first name. Just King Ravenshield. Okay. That works. King Ravenshield. Save. Fortunately, King Ravenshield, you have no clothes. You are the Emperor, and you have no robe. Shit, son. Wife still hasn't messaged me on when she's getting off, which is interesting. She should have been fucking messaging me to give me a heads up on how much longer I can stream. King Bartholomew Ravenshield. I like that. Bartholomew. It's probably a pretty common name, honestly. But wake up. Close out Daz stuff. The 8th. Of course. Gotta have the 8th. 14 kids running around. Oh, but of course. All right, so that character is now done. We have Lord Baldwin Iron Fist, which a beautiful, brutal, pragmatic on the console table. He tends to crash out in rage. Is he the one for war? There's diplomacy, finance. Yeah, he's the one for war. Okay. Enrages when he doesn't get his way. He is a hothead and always looking for a fight, which can also be detrimental since he is the console of war. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so we can make another dude here. Lord Baldwin Iron Fist. Now, he's going to have to be in shape, though. Because he's supposed to be in charge of the war. He can also be younger, too. Ooh, she's going to be late today. Doobie, 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 doo. Let's use Caesar in this one. He's still going to get used. Giggity. Just trying to decide if we should keep this one bald too. Like he just has no hair whatsoever fucking ever. Like no hair on top, no beard, no nothing. He's just meh. All right, Mr. Caesar. Caesar salad. We can make him more muscular. He needs to be more muscular. Is that muscly enough? That might be too much muscle, huh? Yeah, that's a little too much muscle. That'll work. Oh, muscles. Hair. Could give him a crew cut. The ultimate buzz cut. See how he looks with the buzz cut. If we give him a buzz cut, though, he's got to have black hair. How's that look? There we go. Now it's black. I think that could work. Or we could give him the mohawk. Give him the mohawk haircut and the beard. That ain't bad. All right, sounds good to me. Just looking to see about beards. Oh man, we should totally add this. I always forget about this shit, dude. I always forget about this. Let's add Let's add some chest hair to him. Can we change the length and stuff as well? Or is that all we have? Full length, full width. I guess that's okay, though. Looks about the same anyways. I wonder if the Mohawk Indian got the haircut from the Vikings. Apparently they are part Viking. Maybe. Yeah, what? I mean, I guess we could also add like arm hair and stuff. I just rather not because I feel like it'll be a pretty strained. You know what I'm saying? I thought there was one for like peach fuzz. Let's give him some nose hair. As long as it's not too much. What? You can't even see it, so I'm going to get rid of it. Another reason why I don't want to have like go ahead and like load them up with hair is because it can poke through. You know what I mean? I guess what I can do is I can have it all on, but then if it's not being used, then I can just turn it off. They don't look bad. I actually think it gives it a really good vibe. All right, let's look at beards. Here's a beard. Wrong one. I hate people that make stuff and does not label it correctly. Look, these are identical. Why can't you put like Genesis 8? Like a 8 icon here and a 9 icon here or something like that? The body hair is quite demanding on a GPU. Hide when possible. Yeah, absolutely. But man, it looks fucking good though, doesn't it? Damn, does it look so good. Let's make it black as well. Appreciate everyone that is tuning in over on the Rumble side. If y'all can, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Ooh, that's way too dark, isn't it? I'm going to lighten that up just a tiny bit. Is that a little closer? It's hard to tell. That poor 3060 will thank you. Fair. I still think it's a little off, isn't it? The color of black. Okay, I think we're pretty close now. Yeah, I think that's pretty close. That'll work. Okay, let's give him some armor. Because he's got to represent. He can't be in that little cloth shit, right? It's like, I am a council member. Yeah, but you're supposed to be in charge of war. Okay, well then you better look like you're ready for it, bitch. All right, so we do have this outfit. I don't. That looks a little girly though. That's the problem with Gen 9 sometimes. It's like some of the outfits might look like it's retarded just because of the design, because it leans more to here, this one right here might work. Um we'll see. We'll see. Yuck. There's no other materials. Why do people do this? All right, how does he look? Dumb, retarded, uh change the outfit. Lazy fucks. Exactly. I don't think I'm sold on this. He's kind of retarded. I agree. Ooh, ooh, let's try that one. I didn't even see that. The defender to the defender. Goodbye, defender. You are no longer defending shit. Armor suit, battle armor. What's the fucking difference? Again, oh no, no, there are materials at least in this one. But look, they all look retarded. Who's gonna be jumping out there in like all shiny red shit like that, right? This almost looks like, dude, I don't even think that it'd have to be this one. It's the only one I can use. The other ones just look like way too fucking crazy. Duplicates equals red flags. Let's go with battle armor. Material. Oh, it's quite literally just one fucking piece, dude. It's one piece. Ooh, that might be tough to mess with. Let's make it silver. Let me know what you think. At least he looks like a fucking... You don't like this one? I think it looks okay. What don't you like about it? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I'm not a fan of it. But I really do not have a lot of options either. So it's either going to be this one or the same one that Homegirl's wearing, which is this right here. I feel like this one. I feel like this one is going to be better. It's not like he's going to be a main focus or a main character, anyways. He'll be there, but yeah, let's go with this. File, save as, scene, And I forget what we're naming him. Lord Baldwin Iron Fist. Don't think I've ever seen armor like that. Yeah, it's probably a reason why, huh? Yes, sir. Doobie doobie doo. Down, 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 down. Now, 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 now. Anyone that is over there watching over on the YouTube, you can come over here to the Rumble side where we are the cool kids and be chilling on the mean green platform machine. Description or the links in the description below. You're supposed to have a shoulder guard and a waist skirt piece. It is fantasy though. We can make some stretches. Do 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 do. You can actually add images to this, by the way. I want to know how I change the overview, dude. I might have to look at that. But it might show some information. So let me do this real quick while I mess with this. I want to change the looks of this. Project themes. Okay. Fantasy. Yeah, let's go with that. How do I do that? Did it work? No, it did not. Project themes. Why did it not work? Save. Why? How do I sign it? Okay. Do we want to do um no homo. I can't talk. I don't have much fantasy stuff. Very little. I hear you. Less is more. Do we want to name this? I was trying to change the look of the project. Unfortunately, I don't see how I can. It's being a little weird. Do we want to name this Legends and Sacrifices or Sacrifices for Legends or uh I'm really stuck on that Sacrifices and Legends or Legends and Sacrifices. I'm really stuck on that because I'd love to change the name of this. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm looking something up. That's looking okay. I was just I'm sitting here just trying to make project info. Could it be an info? I guess not. I just don't know where to change it at. Manage themes? Is that how I do it? That's how I do it. Okay, cool. We're good. Boom. All right. So now we got this one rocking and a rolling. At least it's different, and I mean, it is a little weird on the text, but that's fine. So we done with her, him. Now we do have one more dude, Victor Greystone. He's gonna be the finance. Lord Victor Greystone. So we'll make one more dude. And then we're down to basically females. We're going to have to make more characters anyways. We already know this. But we don't have to do them all right now. You know what I mean? Master of Coin. You know what haircut I want to give this dude? I want to give him one of those like fucking retarded fucking. Oh, I didn't even realize. Homeboy's got a beard too. One of those retarded characters, like the hairstyles where he's bald on top, but it's going around the sides. Um. Who do we want to use? Could go with a little bit of an older, like this. But I kind of want to use characters I haven't used before, like him. I've never used this dude. Let's use this guy. Damn, it's taking him a minute. Now he can be in like a just like some kind of like loincloth because he's just finances, right? He just pushes the coin. Do I have a balding type hair? I probably don't. Doesn't look like it. That's too bad. Fuck. Okay. We could go with the Vecca. I think we have to go with the Vecca. Hate reusing so much hair, but it is what it is. Oh, let's use this one. That looks a little snobby. We want snobby hair. So the homeboy has black hair. Should we make this fucker a ginger? Should we make a gingerbread man? I'm totally gonna make this fucker a ginger. Maybe they can make fun of him too. Auburn. Red, orange. Orange, red. Let's see. Sure, try it out. Why not? He can be like the laughing stock, right? But then he's like also like laundering money, and he pays people to just fucking get his enemies killed. That's some fuck ass shit, isn't it? Nothing's changing. That one changed. Okay. He kind of looks like a ginger in this one, huh? At least a little bit. He's the little finger of this world. Yeah, basically. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like this dude. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like the setup right here. Like, I haven't even messed with the hair yet, but should I even make it more red like a ginger or keep it like this? I don't know. I think I might keep it just like that. Do we have a... Trying to think of like a good fucking color for a ginger. Let's just go back. Go back to that. Go back to that. To the other color. We'll just leave it at this. We're doing it. This is it. This is what we're rolling with. He can be the one that take care of the coin. We will call him Pinto Bean. Hello, Mr. Pinto Bean. And welcome to the finance world. Alright, so Lord. See, that was only slightly racist. Victor Greystone. Lord Victor Greystone. There we go. Give him a... Oh, yeah, we'll save, but then we'll pick out an outfit. Not racist enough. Oh, damn. He said call out all them motherfuckers. I had something that popped in my head, but I won't say it. I won't say it. It was a good one though. It was a good one. Shit. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. That was a good one. All right, so we're gonna. Hopefully, I got a rope for this dude. You'll need to cover yourself up, Pinto Bean. The reason why I'm saying Pinto Bean and talking like an Indian, is because I was watching this episode of Gordon Ramsay, and he was an Indian, and his fucking name was fucking Pinto Bean. I'm not even fucking lying to you. His fucking name was Pinto Bean, and I'm just like, You can't make this shit up. You can't. So, ever since I watched that episode, which has been about a month, there's been a going on joke around the house, right? So we'll be watching Gordon Ramsay, and out of the blue, I'll just be like, "You cannot compare to pinto bean," and it is so fucking hilarious. If we're picking on gingers, other races are fair game. Fair. Also, you know how ginger is in an anagram? Oh, really? Cool. YouTube people be like, "What my? I mean, what's up, my ginger?" There we go. That's what's up. Let's go to wardrobe and try and find an outfit that homeboy can wear. Let us find an outfit good enough for little rich pinto bean here. Little pinto bean needs a robe. Do we have a male robe for pinto bean? This might work. Even though it's not a robe, he does deal with finance, right? This could theoretically work. And it does make him look richy. When I'm by myself driving in the car, I say ginger with a hard R. Oh my God. Here we go. This can work. You know what? I'm not even going to get a robe. I think this is fine. Pinto Bean says I need no robe. I can just wear the fancy clothes. Because I am finance and I can launder the money in my fantasy world. Dude, we should make like dude, I got so many different ideas for these council members, right? Yeah, this rocks. This will work right here. Yeah, this is good. Like I'm setting dude, what? Damn. There's so many different ways that we can run this story. And I know we're still spitballing and that kind of stuff, right? While we're making characters. But what if like most of the council members gets overthrown due to their corruption and evilness and stuff like that? And the only reason why they don't overthrow the king is because of the government system that we created, right? So one by one, they could start falling, right? In some way, shape, or form. It's just a thought, an idea, but it's quite possible. Like you're fighting from two different fronts, right? You're trying to help the king because the king's actually a decent dude, right? But the council keeps on trying to steer shit in a different direction, but not outright stopping the king either because of the government system that we have, to where if they oppose the king, all five has to be in unison and one of the consuls gets removed, right? So over time, the consuls can be weeded out of the corruption, right? While at the same time, there's a war going on and you have to go after the evil kingdom's king. So it's like a two-front battle at all times throughout the whole fucking story. Sounds good in theory, but it sounds very, very fucking busy, right? Sounds very busy. Okay, story time. But yeah, that is what I was thinking about doing. I was also thinking about possibly like rendering out images and putting their images in here as well. Like you can see add panel, image panel, and put their picture in here. Traitors, traitors and enemies, because they're not as loyal as Pinto Bean. You said Pinto Bean from the faraway lands. I will always be a gratitude to the king. I'm gonna shut up, man. It's so addicting talking like that. I'm sorry, man. Man, y'all talking about all that racist shit? Indians are so racist. I know quite a few Indians, and they are the most racist people ever. But not to the extent that you think, right? They're racist to themselves. Like I was talking to this I call it the Haji store, right? And this dude's sitting there, he's the manager of the store and everything else. And dude, like when it's just me and him and in there and stuff, dude, he'll just flat out be like, hard R and everything. He says, "Man, I I fucking hate them saying just like that, dude." I'm just like, dude, like this. They are the most racist of their own fucking kind. They have to share a country. Fair. All right, let's work on Countess Evelyn. Now we're gonna go back and work on the bios. I want to make the characters first, though, right? So we're gonna work on these bios here. So she's quietly ruthless. Her political. Okay, so this is the diplomacy. She's diplomacy. She's law. So okay, we want this to be an older lady. I want to make this one an older lady. Okay. Did Daz crash? Yeah, Daz crashed. They got the Aryan descents of the north and the Somalique southern tribes. I don't know nothing about it. And the Muslims. Wow. Isn't India big though? Pretty sure India is massive and has a lot of people. Okay, we're gonna go with an older lady for this one. All right. Here we go. This is what we're going to do. I am going to line up five characters, and we're going to weed one out one at a time. Let's start. And I'm going to load up Alice because we're not going to have a lot of old women, right? Or should we use multiple old women? I'd rather not have multiple old women. Two at the tops. So you got one that's in construction. She can't be old. So two at most. But I'm gonna load up like five old women. Ignore hair, ignore all that. Just look at body. And we will go from there. Alright, so this one is Alice. If I remember right, Anna does not look that great, but we'll load her in. And I got a couple. This is FN, by the way. FM does the best oldest women, though. Okay, we're checking out women's bodies. You got it. Mm. She does the whole hand thing. I don't know why women do that, but five MILFs. G MILFs. That's two. I don't think I'm gonna like Dakota. Does not even look too old to me. Um, Eleanor. This one's a pretty good one. I know this is a good older looking character. When it comes to the wrinkles and that kind of stuff, looks very natural. She's actually one of the characters in my Dragonspire. This character is. But yeah, FM does some really good older characters, and just a little tidbit. If you try to make an adult VN and you even put even one old fucking girl in your story, you will get your shit blown up. Is that gonna be a love interest? Is that gonna be a love interest? I'm like, man, you trying to fuck this bitch and make her dead? She's old. That shit's like grilled cheese. But that's what they always want. I don't get it. All right, so there's three. Emma, and then I'll do one more after this one. Yeah, yeah. You know it. You know it. Exactly. Let me get my beer. You loaded in yet? Okay. We do have her loaded in. Okay, so we're gonna pick two older ones, remember? And then I have one more I'm gonna import in. Where is she at? Where's Cora? That's what I call her. There she is. And what do you call them? Foot fags? Ooh. Damn, you tough on them, Syntho State. Yeah, not my thing, but you're right. D-Gens love that. Dude, I'm not going to yuck on anybody's yum. At the end of the day, I'm a damn degenerate. Maybe not as bad as some other people in the world. But at the end of the day, everyone has their own little niches and nicks and stuff. I mean, if an older woman still looks good and her feet aren't too deformed, good for her. But young chick still looks better. My general consensus is feet are just ugly, but that's just mine. And in these stories and stuff that people be making, it's so unrealistic, right? So I know like Lude Labs when he made his, and he's always got a little fetish going on when it comes to the feetsies or whatever. And I looked at the renders and I'm like, oh, come on now, that is so unrealistic. Like, you don't see no toe jam. Them bitches be smelling. And it's like, oh, man. It's like, oh, it's nah. I don't fucking think so. All right, so we're going to vote one of these off of the island. So this is how it's going to work. One, two, three, four, five. All right, whatever number you put in on chat is going to be considered to be kicked off the island. If majority rules, then it's gone. If there's a tie, I'll be the tiebreaker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vote to kick one off. Let me unselect so you can actually see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, Sages in the business. You got to do some fan service for a variety of D-Gens. That is correct. Do appreciate over there on the YouTube side. Just as a reminder, if you want to go to the Rumble platform, it is in the description below. And I say that because one day YouTube is not going to like me doing stuff like this. So I always have my link to my Rumble over there because Rumble understands art. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who are we kicking off? Come on. Who are we kicking off? We got 2-ton saying 5. Go away. Any other takers? I'll wait about another minute. 5 is the only one that's been voted on so far to be gone. Okay, we got 2 for 5. We got 2 for 5. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? I feel like I'm doing an auction over here, like I'm selling off old women. I mean, damn, that sounds wrong. I take that back. There's been too much of that shit going on in the world right now. Syntho State is pronouncing that his wife has great feet, and he doesn't kiss, lick, or sniff, or hump them. That is good. That is a classy man. Okay. What's the goal for her? Cute. Okay, so we are going to have 2 women. I waited an entire minute. So number 5, I'm sorry. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. All right, now we're going to be down to 4, and we'll get a little bit closer like so, right? All right, so we are making 2 different characters. One is going to be Countess Avrylin Silvermere. Quietly ruthless. Her polite suggestions carry, hidden steel. She is the consul of diplomacy. We're also going to be making the Lady Beatrice Truequill. Stern but just. Her decisions stand like unbendable stone. She is the counsel of law. All right. So, those are the 2 old women that we're going to have. Both on the council. One is going to be for finance. Not finance. One's going to be for the law. And one is going to be for diplomacy. All right. Here we go. Going into IRA. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who are we voting to kick? Whichever one you do not want. Will either of them appear in the state of undress? No. They will not. It's a safe for work project. There's going to be no lewdness whatsoever with any of these women. Who are we voting off this time? 1, 2, 3, or 4? I'll give it a couple minutes. I wish I could do a poll. And this is why I constantly be harping on Rumble to be making a poll. I could actually do a poll over on the YouTube side, but I can't do it on the Rumble side. And I kind of wish that through Rumble Studios, you could put up a poll and it goes to both. All right, we got Syntho State saying goodbye, number 3. What do we got now? Number 3. We got Syntho State saying no for number 3. What about you, 2-Tone? No, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be an auctioneer. I'm being terrible at it. You say goodbye, number 3. I honestly think 3 is better than 4, but they do look pretty similar though. I like the skin tone better for 3. I think that's why. What's the age supposed to be? It don't matter. I just want 2 older looking women, and she does look kind of young, so I get that. But yeah, I just want 2 older women on the console, and these are my old women. Got about another minute, and I'm gonna. Oh, okay. They are both gonna have gray or white hair. By the way, they're both gonna have gray or white hair. Then 4, see ya. Okay. You got 1 saying 4, you got 1 saying 3. I might have to be a tiebreaker. Syntho State says to keep 1 and 2. Is that how you feel too, 2-Ton? Keeping 1 and 2? Do you want one with big boobs? We may alter that, yes. But we can change that. I agree with Synth. 1 and 2 are the winners. All right. 1 and 2 are the winners. We just summed it all up. So we got Cora, which is in my Solara game, and we got Eleanor from my Dragonspire game. And all of FN's models did not get chosen. Every one of the FN's models got kicked off. All right. So now we have 2. Let's work on. Okay. Here, let's make another choice here. Let's make another choice. So we have to make Countess Evelyn Silvermeyer and Lady Beatrice. Who do you think would be better at law, and who do you think would be better at diplomacy? Which model do you want for which spot? Do you want number 1 for law or number 1 for diplomacy? Number 1 for law or diplomacy? Okay, you want Zombie to be lawyer, so you want her to be the diplomacy. 1 law, 2 diplomacy. All right, so we got a vice versa here. Oh no. Yeah, we'll worry about all the sliders and stuff. Yeah, 1 and 2 have the best old lady faces. Number 1 law, 2 diplomacy. Okay. What? I am the tiebreaker. We're useless. No. I'll give it another 30 seconds or whatnot, just in case someone else wants to pipe up. But we got 1 for law, 2 for diplomacy. It's a hard choice because I feel like they both could fit in the same state. And I think I know which way I'm going to lean. And I think I do. I'll give it another 20 seconds. No, I don't got to flip a coin. I do not have to flip a coin. I know exactly what I'm going to choose. Or give them hair and stuff first. Well, I'm going by body type, right? We can work around everything else. I'm also looking at like how old they look too, right? So, time's up. And this is how it's going to be. Old lady here is going to be part of, that's going to be law right there. Number 2 is going to be law. Number 1 is going to be diplomacy. And I'll tell you why. Law is ugly. And guess what? Sometimes you have to flirt and be sexy when you're in diplomacy. That's the whole reason behind it. Sometimes you have to do, kind of like bat the eyes when it comes to diplomacy. So that is the way that we're going to be going at it. So let's go ahead and work on, who we're working on first? We're working on diplomacy. So we'll come back to Eleanor. Boom. All right. Let's choose some hair for this. Okay. For diplomacy, let's give her some tits, right? So let's go ahead and go and work on a little. I'm just going to add, instead of messing with the tits so much, we'll just do a little bit of Volp. I think Volp would do us good. So we'll just add a little bit of Volp, about 50%. Because sometimes you just got to have a little Volp, right? Actually, I think that's too much. Let's bring it down just a tad bit. And then we'll go to the breasts. Let's go to chest. Where you at? There you are. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. And what we'll do is we'll just give her a little bit on the large side. We'll just add a little bit like this. And then that's it. I think that's good. I think that's plenty. All right. So she is going, because she's diplomacy, so maybe she has to show some cleavage. In theory, it's not going to be shown on the thing, but sure, 2-Ton says, I conform to your wisdom. Appreciate that. I mean, our country has old hags like Hillary and Madeline as diplomats. You fair? Your country has to win, right? What you mean? Are you talking about story-wise? All right, let's go ahead and start picking up some hair. Actually, let me go back into her. That sounded so wrong. Let's go ahead and apply her own set of makeup. You see how there's scripts. Do you want me to do the hair before we do the makeup, or you want to do the makeup first? Or we can just go with apply all, whichever color that you like out of these. I kind of favor on this one. This is the one I side with because of you're trying to do a little bit of beauty when it comes to diplomacy. You really have to doll yourself up. But I kind of wish I could take off the red lips and just put in this lips, but keep everything else. Your country has to win. The country, yeah. In the story. Put some clothes on. I always start with hair, but whatever floats your boat. Well, the hair might cover up the makeup. That's a problem. That's why I always tend to do the hair the last. All right, let's choose a haircut then. She's older, so it has to be modest, right? So I'm gonna equip some hairs, and then we'll test them out, see, and see what we want. And since we already know what color they're gonna be, should we go with gray or white? I would do placeholder clothes, then hair, then face. Yeah, everyone has their own little way of working around stuff. It doesn't really bother me any way, shape, or form, but everyone has their go-to, you know what I mean? Doobie doobie doo. Come on, hurry up and load. It's just a piece of hair, man. We gotta make an old lady. We gotta make an old lady. Do appreciate y'all on YouTube. I see y'all over there lurking. Holy shit, did this thing crash? Did I crash Daz? Oh, there we go. Whew. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and put on the materials to make it. Should we go with gray or white to start out with? We'll start out with gray. Is that a blend? Oh, it's a blend. Some bitch. There we go. And now we'll hide it. We can try this one. See, look what out of touch does. Out of touch is so in touch, it's crazy. Look, Genesis 8. So you know that this one's Genesis 9. Is that really hard for content creators of the Daz stuff to really, like, is that literally too difficult? Like, come on, man. These content creators for this stuff needs to really step up their game. All right, so we got curvy shoulder length hair. Let's go to materials, and we're going to change it to the gray. All right. Now we'll pick a third option. I don't know what hair I picked for the other ones. What about this one? Let's do this one. And these will be our three options. I got an itch. I need a back scratcher. There must be too easy making money on the Daz store. Yeah, pretty much anyone that uses Daz buys from Daz. So it's a monopoly. Your only competition really is other content creators on Daz. But there are talks and there are problems because there's so many creators now on Daz and it's getting saturated that some content creators are not making as much money. So at some point they might be looking elsewhere. You know what I mean? So maybe things are finally starting to shape up. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at the hair. Tell me which hair y'all think is... That is not gray, bitch. Why the fuck aren't you working? Middle, parting, ponytail. That's why. No. Middle, parting, ponytail. So why aren't you changing? So it's broke. That's what that tells me. Huh. All right. Well, guess what? We're not using this hair. Yeah, renderosity is not near as good either. It just isn't. Thinking about getting into that while it's really hard to get on Daz. Let's go with a dark gray. What is this called? Autumn. Style long. Shoulder length. It's this one right here, I think. I don't remember looking at these though. That's dark gray? That does not look dark gray to me. Not Daz, VTubers. You can start with me. If you can rig one up, I actually had a VTuber persona and everything. That was the whole fucking reason why I have these. Because I was going to replace my camera with a VTuber, and I had a VTuber. I kind of created it, but it's one of the default ones. So I didn't go with it. Shoulder length hair. Where's my fucking mouse? Let's do shoulder. Yeah, that's it. Materials. Let's go with dark gray. Does it look too shiny? It looks too shiny to me. VTubers pay, yeah, you can make thousands of dollars. I won't be able to pay you anything though because, well, I'm broke. But if you're gonna do it, I mean, you can sign me up, bro. How does this hair look? What kind of model do you want? Probably not an anime girl, right? Preferably not. I would like to have a male character that kind of looks like a mage, but it can be cartoony. It can be a cartoony mage. It doesn't have to be realistic looking or anything like that. To give you an idea of a badass. Hold on, let me get it started first. Of a badass little like you know who Nux is? I like his model. I don't want his model, but you know what I mean. Something pretty cool like that. Let me bring it up. Just give me a second. Give me one second. Let's see. Make sure the volume is completely off. But this is Nux, and I got the volume up because I don't want to play anything that's always political or anything. But watch his hair and stuff as he talks. You see how it moves and stuff, and also his outfit moves. That's the hard stuff to do too, as well. That's the rigging and everything. So, that. But yeah, any kind of like cool looking mage anime, dude. If you're down, I'm down. I'll be rocking that shit. Not even gonna lie. I do know a lot of right-wing VTubers are pissed at leftist artists. I've noticed some weird stuff going on with VTubers lately. They used to be in lockstep. They're not lockstep anymore. They're not lockstep. In fact, I started following a few VTubers on Rumble. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fucking cool, not gonna lie. I feel like there's starting to be a shift and a turn, and I'm happy for it. All right, let's check out this other hair. So we just seen that one. This is the other one. And if you don't like either of these, let me know. So yeah, got to rig multi-layer parts so the hair, clothes, move. Yes, and there is a specific way of rigging them. There's also a program that does most of the rigging yourself through the export. So I don't know how it works. So how does that look? So do you want to go with this one or this one or a different one altogether? I feel like it's still too glossy. To be honest, I don't like either one. If I had to choose, I'd pick the other one. You like number two? All right. You like number two? I like number one. I mean, I don't even like number one. Let me rephrase how I said that. I kind of want to look at other hairs. We could try and do something like this as well. I got to mess with that program first and see if I do a decent job without getting frustrated, but I don't imagine it'll be a problem. Hell yeah, that sounds good, dude. If you want to know uh what I used, do you know the oh god, what is it called? I can't think of it. It's free off of Steam, but it'll give you an idea. Uh, what programs do VTubers use to make characters? I got Grok up right now. No. Oh, VTube Studios is what I used. VTube Studio. This one right here. I don't know anything about this one. Oh, no, 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 no. It's Vroid. Sorry, Vroid Studios. That's the one I used. And I also use VSeer Face so that it tracks me through my camera. So, but you don't have to worry about that. All you have to worry about is and it's free. You can go to Steam, download Vroid Studios. You can kind of make your own character. You can export it and see how they do it. But I don't know anything about Cubism. VTube Studios is basically just like Vroid, I think, but it's for 2D instead of 3. But I would, yeah, if you can make something bombastic, dude, and there's a lot of money in it. Don't get me wrong. There's like some of your top VTubers. They pay thousands and thousands of dollars, and they always want different clothing and set up different clothing, and they'll sit there and throw hundreds of dollars just at clothing. And shit, son. That's all I got to say. All right, so let's go ahead and look at see if this one. I think this one's going to be a good one. Let's do dark gray. I think BTS has 2D and 3D. Why doesn't that fucking work, dude? Why does this always happen? It's an H material. Like, seriously, why? That works. But the color doesn't? The colors just don't fucking work. I feel like if this was gray, this would be great. Let me go into this shit. Wants to be a stupid fuck. This is so weird. Like, none of the color is... Let's change this to gray. So this is the root and the tip. So let's make it really dark. Something like this. And then the tip can be something like that. Let's make this I don't know. That seems about dark. I think this is looking better. We can also mess with this. There should be a slider for how much it goes either way, right? Maybe not. This is still looking better than the other ones, I think. What are your guys' takes? This could work. Okay. All right. Or an extra material slot. Gotcha. Surfaces. Yeah, I was in the surfaces. So mid. What we could do for like mid is actually bring this down. See if that works. To make it look more, yeah, there we go. We're mixing our own, we're making our own motherfucking color around this bitch. Dude, right there. That's what I'm talking about. I fixed it. That's what I want. That's what I want right there. Woo, mama. All right, cool. Got our character. Now we can finally go back to makeup, yes? I just wanted to do the makeup, man. It's all good. Let's go to the scripts. This is actually one of the first characters of G9, by the way. Hence why it looks so old. Should we start out with this script right here? I'm thinking let's start out with this script. Or we could apply one at a time, too. I do like that one. Let's do one at a time. Let's do one at a time. Let's add this blush right here. I like this blush. Yeah, that looked fun. That looked fantastic, bro. Not gonna lie. Good job, Sage. Do. Is it done yet? All right, let's take a look. Yep, that'll work for me. Okay, I kind of want to have this lip right here. I didn't want the red. The red pops too much. All right, now let's take a look. All right, I think we're on to something here. Dude, this is looking really good, not gonna lie. Homegirl is starting to fill that role, which is what we were trying to do, right? The attractive old woman. Because you have to be, yeah, sometimes you just got to be a cougar. All right, so let's go ahead and roll that back. Now, as for the eyeliner, let's do the longer eyeliner. And then for eyeshadow, I'm thinking this little bit. Should we do the lighter one up here? Or should we do the darker one? We can either do this one or that one. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough choice on this one. Going to iRay to check out that eyeliner, which is kicking right now. Ooh, this is how you make an old woman look good. Enough makeup. Yeah, that looks okay. I can get behind that. All right, let us start with... It doesn't look like very... Oh, that's an eyeliner. So we can do a dark or a light or a pinkish. I feel like dark is going to be the one kicking. Let's add the dark one. We're about to pop and rock, man. Pop and rock, pop and rock. Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate that follow, Ryan Cross.
Hey, thanks for the follow, dude.
I think this is going to work. I think we just made our diplomatic woman here. If that's not a diplomatic woman, I don't know what is. Ooh, hell yeah. She's going to be the head of diplomacy in our freaking game. How you doing today, Ryan? So let's go ahead and find some clothes so that she's not getting a little bit of wind between the legs over there. So, smart content, go back. She needs to be modest in dress, but also a little bit of the royalty as well, right? Do we have some? I think we might have royal. See, royal. I don't even think I need the cape, really. Do we really? Can we pick different? No, we can't pick any more materials. Okay, let's not do that one then. I like to have options of color. I do. This could work. Yeah, let's do this without the crown. I think this can work right here. I don't think there's any other colors though, but it could be blue, black, purple, white, purple, pink as well. But I think blue is going to work good for her. Maybe a bit too bright. What do y'all think? Do you think that's too bright? What the fuck just happened? Why does that happen? That's weird. Black or dark blue? Oh, that's the cape. That's why. Gown. No, that's definitely a no-go. This is the black. One might say go bright white or go home. I figured the gown would be good, but I on second thoughts, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know on that one. Let's see. I do like the dress. Is it broken up in two different things? Skirt, top, trim. Could possibly kit bash it. Let's see what other kind of clothing we got first, though. Could go with something like this, too. This would work. What do y'all think about that? That plunging neckline is a bit extreme for a woman of her class. Yeah, this is probably showing off way too much, too. You're not feeling that dress? I feel you. All right, we'll get rid of the first one. This is to J-Lo. Okay. This one's gone, too. Get rid of both of them. That's too revealing on the stomach, probably. That's too basic. It's a medieval, but it's basic. That's a royal mage, but I can't change no colors in it. Could try these little whimsy outfits, but we already seen them and they didn't do good with our other character. So I'd rather not do that. We could try this without the wings. So there's this, and there's also black. But there is a drift between her legs, as you can tell. But out of all the ones so far, I think this is the winner. So I'm going to keep it on for now. See what else we got. I'm not seeing it too much here. We might have to be rolling with this one. About to go yell at a kid because he wants to be extremely fucking loud. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the one. I think we're gonna be sticking with this one right here. I do want to have stockings on her though. And let me get this kid under control. All right, let's see if we can't get some stockings. I'm impressed with the amount of fantasy assets you have. Yeah, I don't even make a fantasy game, but that's the thing I have the most of is fantasy stuff. It's just my thing. Do 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 do. All right, so we gotta find some stockings. Like this one would be okay. This one right here would be a-okay. We still have to have shoes though. That outfit did not come with shoes. Where's it at? Footwear. There it is. Let's get some fantasy shoes going. Don't think I want to do those. They need to be more stylish than that. No. Or I could do maybe? No. Could do this to make them black. That'd be very basic and it would work. The shoes can't be black? Got every other color in black except for, oh, there it is. There we go. I think we have our winner chicken dinner right here. So let's get a full view. Going to iRay. Long gloves if you got them. I don't know. I kind of like our arms being exposed. I don't know if I'm sold on the stockings. I think I like this better. So you can at least see her legs. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the stockings. All right, cool. We have our first character, the diplomatic lady. So let's go ahead and do file, save as, scene, and we will name. Forget her name. Countess Ev. Oh my God, I am not even gonna try that. Hold on. Control A, Control C. Control V. There we go. Boom. Now, we still have one more character. Yep, that's a wrap for that MILF. I don't know, can you even call her a MILF at this point? Pretty sure her eggs don't even work. Doobie, 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 doo. Yeah, that's more like it. Two tons said, that's fair. See, today's Sunday. I got to go to work early tomorrow, but I do plan on streaming tomorrow. Depends on when I get off because I sit there and say that I'm gonna go live at 11, but then I'll wake up at like midnight and then go to work at 1 o'clock instead. So just keep an eye out when I do go live. By the way, I'm not leaving right now. We still got one more character to make, but still, just thought I'd throw that information out. And we're just gonna keep building onto this at least until I get to a safe spot on Solara. I'm basically done. I can start writing a new area on Solar. So it'll be coming pretty soon. I just haven't wrote it yet. And I'm still working at trying to minimize the scenes in Daz. I got about 11 more scenes to minimize and do voices. Do some more voices and then I'll be on it. MILF is like 30 to 60. 50 plus is the others. Oh Lord. You mean 30 to 50? All right, Countess Silvermare, which is funny that her name is called Silvermare, and she has gray hair. That was totally by accident, by the way, but it worked out great. This one is called Beatrice Truequill. Let's go ahead and get our figure in. It was Eleanor, right? Yeah, Eleanor is an FN. I didn't realize that. So FN did still win at least one spot. Lord have mercy. Doobie doobie doo. I think Mills can go up to 60. It's mainly in the 40s though. I mean, if you're 20 and one of your friends has a hot mom, she's got to be at least 40 to 50. Yeah, I guess. She can actually just stay like this because she don't have to impress anybody. She's just part of the law, right? So she's a law one. Let's go ahead and snag a hair real quick. What kind of hair should we roll with her? Do we want her hair to be long or short? Does need to be upkept, right? I'm thinking like maybe the ponytail one. I'll just have to fix it like I did the last one, right? But I'm thinking this. When I was 15, one of my friends had a MILF mom, a cute, busty blonde. Oh, dear Lord Almighty. Drink another beer. I want to know more secrets. I'm joking. A little. Good old Sanfo State. Hey, we just hit 440 on the 3D community on Rumble. 440. We're so close to 450, man. So freaking close. And then from there, it's going to be 500. Why isn't this hair being put on? There we go. Now, if I remember right, the hair does not work for gray for some reason. Or does it? It just worked on her. It's extremely bright. I don't know if I'm sold on it. But we might be able to work with it. This is the dye. Oh, that's the root. The root needs to be down here. The tip's got to be a little bit higher up. I don't think I'm sold on this one. I'm not unsold on it, but I'm not sold on it either. Knew a chick who got knocked up at 13. Statutory fruit. So she was 30 with a 17-year-old. Oh, that's tough. And she was a lesbian, of course. Of course she was. Just because of traumatic incidences. If that never happened to her, she probably wouldn't even do that. You know what I mean? Let's do this hair. I think this hair would be okay. That tends to happen. I know this hair is going to work because Eleanor, the Eleanor that I have in my Dragonspire, actually has the same exact hair. Yeah, it wasn't a total man hater at least, but yeah, fair. That's dark gray. We need darker gray than that, boyo. That's not dark enough. Oh, that's a good hair there. Do you want to keep this same hair color or make it darker? The color could work as well. Okay, we'll stick with that then. We'll stick with that. Boom. Let's pick out an outfit. Or do we want makeup? It's not a whole lot of makeup that we can choose from with her. And to be honest with you, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing. Maybe a little bit of blush. Oh no, that's gloss. Might keep her bared. Just like this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep her just like that. I'm not gonna put no makeup on her. Pick out an outfit. Will she be wearing pantsuits? God. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to put her to wear because to be honest, it's kind of running out of shit. She's definitely not wearing this though. We could try to do the dress with her instead and see if it looks or feels different. Give me a second here. How's that look? Yeah, the low hangers. Because the Haglar's just slutting it up a bit. Oh my god. It does not look good, but it looks good for the character I'm imaging. I feel like it could work. I mean, again, I can just go and try the black as well. I feel like that'll be just fine. I feel like the black is talking to me a little bit here. You're reporting to the king. This would work. You're in court. This could work. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. And the best part is she don't need no fucking shoes because that dress goes all the way down. File, save as scene, and I will just do Lady Beatrice to clear. So we knocked out we got one more console member to make. So what you get to do in your 1700 Vampire Sam? There you go, buddy. That's what's up. I gotta go start making hamburgers, or at least getting them ready and prepped. I gotta squish the meat and all that stuff. I'm making homemade hamburgers. I'm gonna make chili in the smoker as well. I'm putting chili in the smoker. Yeah. That's gonna be a first. I got a cast iron skillet that I'm gonna be putting that in. Got hot dogs to do. I got corn to do, and I'm gonna do potatoes as well. So I got a busy day. But I do need to get started on the hamburgers because I do have to get them seasoned and chilling and grabbing in that flavor, I suppose you could say. So I think that's going to be it for me as soon as this thing changes over. Give me a second here. Let's go do, there we go. I do got to raid out though, because if I don't raid out, someone's going to get mad at me. By someone, I mean Rumble. I need 5 raids. I'm at 2. Fortunately, it's just not that many. I like to normally tend to try to raid when I got more people, but it seems to be a slow weekend for some reason. Normally it's not, but today it is a very slow weekend. Let me see who we got in the feeds. I guess we can go to our buddy Astral. Astral is streaming, so let's go ahead and do that. Control C. Oh shit, I forgot to turn the music back on, didn't I? All right, no problem. Let me put on my headphones here. And then we will go to Rumble Studios. Yeah, I got to start cooking, man. Rumble /raid, bam. All right, guys. I appreciate it. I'm not going to raid right yet. I got to do my outro real quick. I got ahead of myself. If you're watching over on the YouTube, look in the description below. You can see a link leading to my Rumble page, which is my home. I'd appreciate y'all if y'all give me a follow over there. If you want to follow my Twitter or join my Discord, that's also in the description below for both Rumble and YouTube. And if you want to see my adult visual novels, you can get them on Itch or over on Subscribestar. They are free to download and ways to donate if you do so feel like you want to. There ain't no pressure on that. So, with that being said, I appreciate all y'all. I'm going to be back again tomorrow. Probably doing more of this because I probably still won't be ready to start streaming Solara again. So it's gonna be a minute. We'll just keep building our story in the meantime. I feel like it's starting to get flushed out a little bit. We'll do a little bit more writing story and world building next time. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys again next time. Take care. Bye bye. Woo! Whoop. 2-ton rocks. Cento State rocks.
Hope you're doing well, buddy. Just here chilling like a doji. And yeah, what were you just playing? Oh, dev work, world building, and concepts. Nice. Hope that was a awesome stream. Bet it was. Hello, Synth No State. Hope you're doing well. Just here, chilling like a doji. Trying to kill people without getting seen at the moment. And hiding their bodies too, so they don't get detected.